the part about New Year's resolutions that I love is it forces us to decide, what do you want? That's it. That's the power behind New Year's resolution. Hello and welcome to the Business of Happiness podcast. I am your host, Dr. Tarryn MacCarthy, and today is going to be a phenomenal day. Today is going to be an amazing day. Today is the day we stop facing reality and start creating it. It's been so ingrained in us, in our culture, and in our language, in the verbiage we use every day, that we just have to face reality. How many times have you heard that phrase? And I'm on a mission to change that language and change that belief mindset, because nothing could be more disempowering than just facing reality, settling. I don't believe in settling, ever. I don't believe in settling or just facing reality for what it is. I believe in listening to what feels good to me and then chasing after it, figuring out what it is I want and then creating the reality of it. Always. I mean, isn't that what we do in healthcare anyway? We don't just face the reality. You have cancer. Face it. You got cancer. No, we imagine a better outcome. We imagine and put faith in the treatment that we deliver. We create reality, the reality that we want. In fact, I think doctors and dentists and physical therapists and, even veterinarians are experts at creating reality. We take what seems to be actual fact and transform it. And we do it because we have so much faith and trust in the science that we have a background in. We have so much faith and trust in the outcome, even if we don't see it immediately. I mean, I think that this incredible group of people, practitioners in healthcare and services to the incredible people that we're surrounded by, I think of anybody, you have the greatest power because you've been practicing it for decades. You can create your own reality, and you do every single day. The superpower comes when you realize, when you have the awareness that you're actually doing it, and then the fun part steps in when you start to choose what you want to create. Stop settling. Stop just facing reality, but actually start creating it. I had this great conversation with a friend of mine just the past couple of days. She's an incredible dentist who just purchased a practice at the end of 2022. This has been her dream, to own her own office. And she found this beautiful practice in a location she absolutely is so excited about. It had an amazing reputation. Everything seemed seamless in the transition. The equipment is brand new. It's so clean. She was walking around showing me, FaceTiming with me. I mean, she was just beaming, so excited about finally having created this dream of hers. And that's really what she has done, right? She created this beautiful reality. She worked for so long to make this come true. And here, almost to the point of tears, with joy and appreciation, she was showing me the fruits of her desire, the fruits of her efforts, the fruits of her longing and dreaming for what could be possible. And then she told me what was behind those tears. What had happened was, since the acquisition, the selling doctor had been taking patients, soliciting team members. In fact, her entire team walked out the door the first week that she was there. They just left. And they took with them hundreds and thousands of dollars worth of equipment. And every week, patients are leaving to go to this other dentist. And so she was saying to me, I'm miserable. I'm scared every day. And I'm telling you this story because it's very, very common. Very common that our reality shows us something that we're not happy with. course, there's this beautiful part. She finally has her practice, but there's this very painful part of what she's dealing with every day. Yes, she hired an attorney. Yes, they've sent some papers to the selling doctor. And yes, they're following through with legal consequences. But every day she's experiencing this, and it's dragging on. And she said, Tarryn, I just want it to stop. I just want her to stop soliciting patients. I just want it to stop. I want all of this pain that she is causing me just to stop. She doesn't seem to be paying attention. Here's the thing. We can't control anybody's actions. We can't ever control another human being. In fact, we don't want anybody in the world to control another human being. That's when problems happen, right? We don't want anyone to control somebody else. And my gorgeous colleague doesn't have the power to control this other dentist either. Yes, she's done beautiful things by putting in place the boundaries that the legal system has in place, by really creating and reminding this other dentist, here are the boundaries of our contract. This is what we agreed to. So yes, there are some excellent ways that we can follow through to remind one another of where those boundaries are and the contracts that we have promised to engage in. And yet, if this person doesn't want to stop soliciting patients, my good friend can't stop her, really. I mean, we can follow through with legal action, but she can't stop her in this moment. So facing reality feels hard. Facing reality doesn't feel very good right now. The reality is this woman is taking patients from her. Now's the time to step in and start creating the reality. And it's really interesting because we think that in our language, especially, we'll say things like, if she'll just stop doing that, then I'll be happy. How many times have you heard yourself say that? I mean, I have said it way more times than I care to think about. If he'll just do what I ask him to do, if that patient will just wear her aligners, then I'll be happy. If my team members would just XYZ, then I'll be happy. If my husband would just XYZ, then I'll finally be happy. And the thing is, we're so much more powerful than we give ourselves credit for. Because in each of those scenarios, in each of those situations, I've just given away my power to create my own reality. I've left it up to the whim of somebody else. And we're all complex, complicated people, human beings with histories and belief structures and habit patterns and fears. There's no way we can understand every person as beautifully complicated as they are. And then there's no way we can control them. So that's when we get to step in and start creating our own reality. So how do you do that? We have some incredible superpowers available to each one of us. And the number one is awareness. Awareness of how you feel. Nobody else on this planet is aware of how you feel in this moment. That is yours. That is all yours. Whether you feel phenomenal or you're feeling betrayed, whether you're feeling hopeful or you're feeling victimized, whether you're feeling excited or you're feeling angry and resentful, you are aware of your feelings if you choose to be. See, because the other thing about this is I believe that so many of us just go through our lives completely unaware of what's happening. I love this beautiful story that gives a nice visual of awareness. My good friend Tracy Litt says, she tells a story about a fish that's swimming in water. And he's swimming next to his friend, and the two of them are having a grand old time, having a great day. And they're chatting with one another, and up ahead, they see an older fish swimming towards them. And the older fish swims by and goes, "Hey, boys, how's the water?" and keeps swimming by. And the two younger fish look at each other like completely with these baffled looks. And they look at each other and they say to each other, yeah, what's up with that guy? And the other one turns to him and goes, yeah, what's water? We're swimming in water all the time without the awareness of the water we're swimming in. That is the truth about ourselves and our emotions. And the moment you become aware, oh, wait a minute, right now I'm feeling defeated. Superpower number 1, awareness. Awareness of how you're feeling and what you're thinking. Awareness of yourself. It's called self-awareness. Self-awareness is an enormous superpower. Hey guys, I'm interrupting your podcast episode to let you know about an incredible new program that I am launching in January of 2023. It is specifically for practitioners in medicine and dentistry to help you rediscover happiness and inner fulfillment within your profession and your life. I remember what it was like for me when years ago I was so depressed and anxious and feeling like I had created and built a treadmill I just couldn't get off of, pushing through every day and wishing my life away. This program is the how of how to find happiness in your practice and in your life, because we know that when we feel good, that's when we can do good. Check out thebizofhappiness.com/radical happiness, or click the link in the show notes. I cannot wait to see you there. And the second superpower that is available to every single one of us is we get to choose where we put our attention. We get to decide where we put our focus. When I get up in the morning, I am absolutely in control of what I want to focus on. I can focus on the pain in my leg, or I can focus on the delicious coffee in my kitchen, or in my bathroom. You never know. I get to choose what I focus on. I can focus on all the incredible things in my life, or I can focus on all the problems. I can focus on, my good friend can get up in the morning and focus on this gorgeous practice that she invented in her mind, that she looked for, that she found, that she spent decades cultivating the skill and expertise to finally be here, to take care of these incredible patients who are now here. She's just grown a beautiful, brand new team since that team walked out the door. She has a whole full team that she loves. She said, Tarryn, they're amazing. I feel like the universe sent them to me. They are dedicated. One of the women who is working for her now was a temp and said, I'm leaving the temp agency and I'm working for you because I love working with you. I never thought I'd have a full-time job again, but here I am and I feel so passionately about it. I am joining this team. I said to her, you are amazing, because do you know how many practice owners out there dream of having a team they love and feel supported by? Incredible. She has a choice to focus on the abundance in her life, or turn and look at this one person who is acting out of alignment with compassion, with ethics, with morality, with the law. Every day she has a choice to choose where her attention goes. And then the third superpower that we have, we get to choose what we want to feel. Not only do we get to choose where our attention goes, we get to choose how we want to feel. We get to decide what we want to experience. So just like my beautiful friend created this vision that she wanted, this gorgeous practice, single owner practice, she envisioned this beautiful clean space with new equipment. Just like she brought that into reality, now she gets to choose again. What do I want? And that third superpower is one that I think so often we forget about. We're doing it all the time anyway. But when you have the awareness of what you want, and you have the belief in yourself, and you have the trust that it can be, it is enormously powerful. Let's go back again to the analogy of a physician treating a patient with cancer. When you see a patient who has a lesion or has something going on in their body, you don't even approach it with, I'm going to fail. You don't even approach it with, let's just face reality. Before you even look at what's going on in there, you make the assumption that you're going to help. I mean, I know as a dentist, I already have that assumption before I even look inside someone's mouth. I think, what am I going to do here to improve this? How am I going to change this person's life with their smile? I don't even know what's going on in there, but I know deep inside of me that I have the ability to transform this smile. I don't even know what it is yet, but I'm going in confident. I'm going in expectant. I'm going in with a desire to make incredible change, to transform this person's life and empower her with her smile. That's it. And that is the power that we have as healthcare providers. We have so much faith and trust in the science that we have poured our lives into. And then we have faith and trust as we become more accomplished practitioners. And remember, that word practitioner means we're practicing every day. We never become perfect. We're always practicing. But the more we practice, the more confident we become in the outcome. I am going to heal. Are there times that we don't, that we're not able to? Yes. Are there times when things don't go exactly our way? Yes. But we've also learned how to approach those situations, because guess what? We can't control anything. What we can do is have a vision for an outcome, have so much faith and trust in it, and then head towards that desired outcome. We get to choose how we want to feel. We get to choose our lived reality. We do not have to just put up with and settle for what is. And that is true everywhere in our lives. It's true with our finances. It's true with our physical health. It's true with our relationships. It's true with our businesses. It's true with how we spend the hours of our day. The most important thing is recognizing I'm miserable doing this all the time. Okay, awesome awareness. You get to change your focus. Where do you feel great? What do you want to feel? How do you want to experience this world? You get to choose again. You do not have to settle. And, I think this is one of the things that we need to remind one another of in our profession. You get to pivot. You get to change your mind. I know you bought that beautiful practice. I know you put millions of dollars into your education and into purchasing that practice. And if you're not happy, you still get to choose. Here's the big question. What do you want? That's it. That's it. What do you want? And this is why I love New Year's resolutions, not because, and I know this is so controversial. Everybody's got an opinion about a New Year's resolution. But the part about New Year's resolutions that I love is it forces us to decide, what do you want? That's it. That's the power behind New Year's resolution. It's coming together with yourself with clarity over what it is you want, because that's something we don't ask ourselves enough either. We tend to live our lives reactive to the events around us. Our lives, our days tend to be completely powerless in terms of how we want to live, right? I mean, I remember in our morning huddles many years ago, we'd look at the day, and depending on who was on the schedule, that would predict for me whether I was going to have a good or a bad day. Or even up to my kids, right? Like how my kids woke up in the morning was going to be how I had a good or a bad day. Enough. You're so much more powerful than that. You get to create your own reality, because that's a superpower of yours, is you create your lived experience. You already have, you get to do it again. I get so fired up about this. I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but I feel so passionately about it. And I know that each and every one of us, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you have zero education, you are a high school dropout, or if you are the CEO of a hospital in Atlanta, Georgia, and running major corporate entities. It doesn't matter who you are. You are a creative human being who has the ability to create your own reality. And you get to choose, and nobody else knows how you feel. Nobody else. Nobody else knows how you feel, and nobody else knows what you want. It's all up to you. There's so much power in that. And of course, underlying that, beyond that, come in belief structures and shoulds and shouldn'ts, and beliefs about what you can and cannot be capable of, and beliefs around what you are and are not worthy of. Yes, I know things get complicated. And that's where I've got your back. Guys, this is the last few days before I close the course for this cohort of Radical Happiness. On January 25th, then the doors close. And we start with this amazing group of men and women who have already been signing up for the course. It's a 12-week program. This is what we talk about. This is how we support one another, and then I lead you and give you the tools of how to create your own reality right now. How to not settle for what is, but how to create the reality of your dreams, because you deserve that. Because your patients deserve that. Because your children and your husband and your wife and your sister and your mother deserve that. Because our children deserve to see how to do it. It's our responsibility to show our children how to have that power in their own lives to create their own reality, and to not settle for what is, but to see and envision and create a better reality, and then to watch it happen. This is how we evolve. This is how we create innovative change. This is how we save our planet. This is how we save one another. This is how we support and empower each other to do the things that we need to do to create an even more beautiful reality for ourselves and for the people that we love, and for the people of this planet. So join me, Radical Happiness for Practitioners. It's only for men and women in healthcare. It's how to feel your feelings, know what you want, give yourself the power to create that reality in your life and to live the life of your dreams, because that is the most important thing. That is what we need you to do so that you can help create a beautiful world, so you can help heal those incredible people with all the expertise that you've cultivated, all those decades of hard work that you've poured into your studies, into your reading, into your lifelong learning. We need you. And we need you to feel good, because when you feel good, that's when you can do good. So check out www.thebizofhappiness.com/radical happiness. If you can't find it, find me on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, and I will have for you the links to the program. The cohort closes on January 25th, and then we start changing lives. I hope that I'm there and you're there for me to help you, support you to change yours. Bye-bye.